I moved into this studio 2 years ago, and if you've watched any of the videos throughout that time, you'll have seen how I've been using the studio space. It's been this front room where I've been drawing and cutting and ideas and meetings and things. And then I've got another room just behind it where I do all my painting. That's where everything happens with the spray paint. But recently I've been reorganizing things, getting ready for a new project, and I noticed that this wall was damaged. It's had some water damage somehow. We are near the sea, so it happens. But I tapped that bit of plaster and the whole thing fell out, and now I've got a big hole in my wall. So I need to fix it. But it got me thinking, this room is gorgeous. It's got high ceilings, it's got these big bay windows at the front, loads of natural light, super central location in Brighton. This would make an amazing gallery space for anywhere else. So why don't I turn this room into my own gallery? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to transform this space, once I fix this wall, into my own gallery where I can host my own capsule collections. All of the brand new artwork coming out of the studio can come into this room. People can come down, they can visit me, see the artwork, see where it's made, get a full studio tour, see the whole process, get to know me. That's the plan. That's what I'm going to turn my studio into. And I'm going to start by fixing this wall. So stay tuned for this video as I transform my studio into a gallery. Let's go. Okay, it is time to do some DIY and fill in this gap. Now there's about an inch from the brick to the plaster that I need to fill in, and the way I'm going to do that is with expandable foam. But this doesn't work very well on dry brick, it's all going to fall out. So I need to fill this up, squirt the wall, then spray this, then there's something to adhere to. That's what I saw in a video on YouTube, so that's what I'm going to do. Then I can cut it all back, smooth it out, and then filler it over the top with some plaster, and I should have a nice smooth wall afterwards. So let's see if this works. That surely isn't working. Okay, going to be totally honest. Expandable foam is a pain in the ass. That did not go perfect. It wasn't adhering to the wall at first, so spray some on, clumps fall out, panic, try again, same thing, panic.
Don't panic! Right, don't panic, you're all right.
Double panic, new gloves. Try again, spray more, starts to stick, scoop stuff up, smudge it in, then adhere that to that. Anyway, 15 minutes of panic and problem solving later, the hole is fixed and it's starting to expand and it's starting to fill in. I'm going to leave that to do its job overnight, and I'm going to come back, cut it down with a scalpel so it's nice and smooth to the wall, and then anything where there's a gap will be filled over with plaster. So, don't hire me if you're looking for someone to do the DIY for a new home improvement show, because apparently I'm not very good at it. But we got there in the end. Let's see how it dries and if I can save this wall. Fingers crossed. Okay, the next job on the list of things to do is this mirror. It's just taking up real estate for paintings. It's about a third the size of the wall. It's been here since I moved in, and unfortunately it's got to go. Problem is, it's not screwed into the wall, it's mounted in there, and I don't know how to take it off. Luckily, I found a crowbar in my toolkit, so I'm going to see if I can lever the frame off a little bit, get around the sides, see how it's mounted, and see if I can get this off in one piece. Otherwise, people in the comments are going to say I'm going to get 7 years of bad luck if I smash this thing, which we don't want. So, let's see what I can do. What's the worst that could happen with me with a crowbar? I mean, really. Besides all the obvious things. Anyway, let's see. Okay, I've put some of my BMX gloves on. I don't ride BMX. I have the right-hand one to cut stencils, so I've got loads of spare left ones. But I can use them now. Let's see what the damage is. Okay. Something's happening. Big crack. I'm scared. Okay, it's just the frame is coming off. So, if I can keep going all the way around doing that, maybe I can leverage the frame off and then the mirror will come off somehow. Let's see. Okay, this thing is on solid. I managed to get the side frames off, but in trying to get the bottom frame off, which is very difficult because it's right on the skirting board, I broke the mirror. So it's ruined now anyway, so I'm just gonna try and break this off and try not to die. And then I can take it off in small pieces and see what the damage is behind the wall, because it all looks a little bit crumbly and it's gonna need some plastering. Smash, smash time. Yeah, that's the mirror. It didn't survive. It started to crack more, and then I could sense it was gonna go. So I stepped back and pulled everything out the way and threw something at it, and it all came down and broke. I'm safe. The mirror's down. That's what's most important. The wall behind it is kind of gross. There was definitely moisture trapped behind there, so it's a little bit moldy. So I'm going to get the wallpaper off, check how the wall is, see if it needs any holes filling in. But once that's treated and the expandable foam is kind of smoothed out, I can then get some plaster and smooth all of this out, paint it white, and make it a beautiful gallery wall to hang artwork on. So I survived, I think. But yeah, I need to clean all this up now and put it in recycling and then start the next job tomorrow. So keep watching. Okay, I am back for day 2, working on the gallery room, and all of the wallpaper came off this chunk of wall and the other chunk of wall. So 2/3 of it is now raw plaster, except for this little bit in the corner, which has still got this old gritty wallpaper with tiny little bits of straw in. I don't know how long it's been there, but I want the whole wall to be the same smoothness. So I am going to use a heat gun and one of these things and try and get the remaining wallpaper off, so I can then treat the wall and make it nice and smooth. So let's go. Also, when I said that the wallpaper was gritty because it had little bits of sawdust or something in, it literally does have little bits of straw in the wallpaper. I have no idea how long this has been on this wall, but interesting. Little bits of straw. Okay, it is day 3 of the gallery studio remodeling, and today is all about fixing the walls even more and starting to fill in the gaps with some plaster. Now, I've never plastered an entire wall before. I've just done some small DIY fixes. So this is going to be a new challenge. So I've just gone out and got a big bucket of plaster before I start mixing up my own and pretending I know what I'm doing. I'm going to start small, figure out how to fill these holes in, get them nice and smooth. And then by the end of the week, hopefully I'll have a nice smooth wall ready for some paint, and then I can turn this into a gallery room. So I'm going to crack on, get some of the plaster onto there and see how it goes. Okay, first coat of plaster has gone on, and I've plugged all of the holes, all of the chunks and cracks that were breaking off, filled in this area with the expandable foam. You can see it's not perfect, there's still ripples and dents and things, but it's filled in a lot of the holes, and that's going to be a really good solid foundation for a smoother coat of plaster over the top of it. It's going to take 2 or 3 coats of this to get it nice and smooth, but coat number 1 is done. Now I'm going to let it dry and see how it looks. Okay, the time has come to plaster all of the walls and get it nice and smooth. I just had a delivery of plaster. I've got a bucket of water down here. I've got a fancy mixy thing on my drill to mix it up. I set up a board so I can scoop the plaster onto that and then scoop it up onto the spatula to spread on the wall. I've watched a YouTube video or 5 or 12, so I think I know what I'm doing, but this is my first time doing a project this big on a wall, so you're just going to have to stay tuned and see if it goes well, but let's give it a go. Okay, for anyone wondering about quantities that I just used, it was 2 litres of water and 3 kilograms of powder plaster so far. I've still got a couple of kilograms left over there if I need to mix up more. But after mixing it all, I've got this lovely spreadable plaster that I think is going to go on the wall like warm toast and butter. So I'm going to start spreading this, see how it goes, and hopefully by the end of it, I have a lovely smooth wall. Fingers crossed.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So I should probably address what you just saw, and that was me being an absolute plum and falling off the ladder. I'm fine, just got a bit of a gnarly bruise behind my leg, and that's it. It could have been way worse. Accidents happen, but I should have been more careful. I should have turned around, gone down the ladder backwards, and not tried going down forward, because these are my old painting Converse, and they're slippy, no grip anymore. Went flying. Anyway, I'm fine. Be safe when you're doing DIY. Back to the film. Okay, this is the point I've been looking forward to for the last week now, is painting this wall white and completing the transformation. You've seen me strip the wall back, take the mirror down, fix the holes, learn how to plaster, get all that done, sand it down, and now it is ready and prepped to be a beautiful white gallery wall ready to hang artwork. So I'm going to complete the transformation and start painting this wall white. So that is the studio to gallery conversion part 1 done. I've managed to get the wall fixed, the mirror's gone, the holes filled in, it's been plastered, sanded, painted, and it's now ready to start hanging some artwork. So stay tuned for part 2, which is going to be coming out soon, where I curate my first exhibition in my studio. So hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe button, like this video, let me know in the comments how you think I did. If you're good at DIY, I apologize for my poor skills, but we got there in the end and I think it's looking great. Also, if you've liked any of the merchandise I've been wearing whilst doing this, the Art is the Cure t-shirts, the leopard print piece collection, go and check out CreateScene.store. We've got 4 collections, my own artwork, Art is the Cure, CreateScene, and this leopard print collection, a bunch of different products, a bunch of different colorways. It's all print on demand, so it's no fast fashion. And if you go on CreateScene.com and make a free profile, click on the little t-shirt icon in the menu, you'll be able to generate discount codes for the merchandise. So even more reason to join CreateScene and make a free profile and be part of that community as well. But stay tuned for part 2, where I turn this empty room into a gallery show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.